Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my second video on YouTube, and today we'll be talking about how to propagate azaleas from the cuttings. I had uploaded my first video about a year ago, and there was a lot of good comments and good feedbacks. People wanted me to make another video on how to take azalea cuttings, how to propagate azaleas. So I'll be doing today my best technique, the simple and the best technique to propagate azaleas. This technique will, I hope, it gives 100% result to the people who is watching this video. Before starting my video, I request all my viewers to please subscribe to my channel and please share this video and please turn on the notification bell. So this is the azalea plant that is healthy now to take the cuttings, and we'll be showing you the best technique to propagate these cuttings today. So first thing I want you to know is that the best season or the best month to take these cuttings or to propagate the azaleas from these cuttings are June to July, and this is the monsoon season. So this is the best month and the best season. So now I'll be taking the cuttings, and I want you to know that the younger the cuttings you take, the healthy looking, the greener the cuttings you take, the faster it roots, rather than the old cuttings, the old black, brown stems. I suggest you to take the cuttings that is more green and more young. Okay, so I have the scissors now. I'll just take the cuttings. You can just take the cuttings. This is the best technique we use. We have been propagating azaleas from this technique every year, and we have a good result. About 10 to 15,000 azaleas we are getting a very good result with this technique. So I guess, and here are some elements to show you how to take the cuttings. So now I will be using this powder to make the mixture. Now I want to add a little bit of water. Okay, make sure you don't use too much of water. Okay, I think that much will do. Okay, I don't want you to make it too thin. Okay, so this is how we do it. There are lots of people who just uses this powder, or there are some people who uses gel, but this is how we use it. Okay, this is how we have been doing or propagating azaleas. We will be dipping the cuttings on this paste. Take the bottom leaves of this azaleas. You can just take it out so that it will be easier for you to dip the cuttings in the paste. You can dip it one by one. You can dip it one by one, or you can just simply dip all the cuttings all at once. It's all up to you. It's all up to you how many cuttings you are taking. Thousands, hundreds, or tens. This is how we do it mostly. Okay, even more. Now we will be planting these cuttings in the sand. The best azalea can propagate is in the sand, okay, because the softwood does very well on sand. Now you can see how it works, the paste thing. Now I'll just leave it for few 2 to 3 minutes or even 5 minutes. Now I'll just let these cuttings dry for a moment, uh, and I'll just fill this bag with the sand. Now I'll be putting the cuttings. You can simply use a simple a thin hood or a metal rod, anything you can use to make a small hole, and you just put the cuttings. Okay, so this is how we do it. There are lots of techniques all the people follow. There are lots of people with lot of techniques, and this is how it works for me. For us, we have been propagating azaleas about 10 to 15,000 azaleas every year, and the result has been very good. So this is done now. You can use as many cuttings as you like. Okay, so this is done now finally, and the best and the last suggestion I want to tell you is the watering technique. Okay, so lots of people make mistakes on watering these cuttings. Now if you try to drain or pour the water directly, the cuttings that is in the sand, it will just slightly move, or it will not have its original position. So when you make sure you don't pour the water directly, or rather you can just use a small spray or the spraying machine to just give a slight amount of water, so that uh, the cuttings does not move from its original position. So that is how we have been growing azaleas from the cuttings, and this is the best way you can propagate azaleas. So guys, this is how we have been propagating azaleas, and I suggest you to take the azalea cuttings on the sand. I suggest you to take the healthier looking cuttings rather than the older stems or brown or the blackish part. I suggest you to take the cuttings on the powder paste mix. Just you can just apply a little bit of water on the rooting powder. You can make sure you don't make it too thick. Okay, so this is all we have today, and if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, please share this video, and please comment below on what kind of videos you want me to make. Thank you very much.